Hello, and welcome to the You Are Beautiful podcast. This is episode number 16. I am Jordan, and this is Mo.
This is Mo checking in. Welcome back. I've been reading our comments, and a lot of people are...
We have comments?
Yeah, dude. So a lot of our fans are asking us if we can change our name to You Can Suck It podcast.
Fair enough.
And then they said that you can just get on the podcast and just tell everybody to suck it. And I'm like, I can't do that. And they're like, bro, they were like, Grandmaster Gains, you're so badass that if you just made a podcast, you just get on there and tell everybody to suck it. People are going to watch it. And they're going to be like, he's probably not talking about me, and everybody else can suck it.
Okay. Is that the new game plan?
No, I don't think we can make that podcast fitness related. So sorry fans, we gotta stay with You Are Beautiful podcast and You Can Suck It podcast coming soon. I'll make it with somebody other than Jordan.
Yeah. Thank you.
And now I have to go write down the fake comments about people asking us to...
I was going to say, I'm like,
No,
who are these people?
I'll just call a couple of my buddies and they'll just start writing a bunch of fake
Nonsense.
comments on our thing. People think we're cool. So, yeah, dude, let's do a recap. This is our 16th episode.
Yes.
So we started by going over your progress. It's been a year with you so far with you working out.
Mm-hmm.
We went over people who have been with me for about 3 years. Cynthia, Liz was with me. Maria, L put in 2 years of hard work. So L is the most shredded one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like fitness wise, because she can do pull-ups with a 30-pound dumbbell attached to her or weight. She can ran 8 miles no problem on a whim. Did the Spartan race. So I think I've been getting this question a lot, that how long will it take? Like, and they just generally ask this. So usually they'll say how, like a guy, when they say how long will it take me to get there? When they're saying get there, specifically they're talking about looking like me or being as strong as me, or just girls. When they say how long will it take me, I'm like, they're talking about a small belly, flat belly, and a big glutes and stuff like that. So the reason why I want to bring this up is that question usually is very vague.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody is like looking at my program where I say only work out, so this is my program, just to go over this one more time.
Mm-hmm.
2 to 4 days of working out a week, no cardio, pretty much a 100% red meat diet with a little bit of fruit, eggs, and you can have chicken, fish, pork, but the highest quality of protein is going to be red meat. And we discussed all this on our last episode, basically. And you and I both eat exactly the same. We don't have
Yep.
any portion control. I mean,
Zero.
what we had some eggs and bananas in the morning. We cheated a little bit, but it really wasn't bad. We had a couple of tacos each, and then we're gonna fill up the rest of the day with red meat.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 to 4 days of training. It doesn't have to be that challenging. We haven't really talked about training methodology, but we'll dig into it next time. And no cardio. And just on this episode, I think I want to give them a realistic idea about answering this very challenging question: how long will it take me to get
Right.
where I want to be?
There could be so many outcomes to that.
Right? But like, do you hear that a lot? People
Yeah.
like just generally ask this without actually quantifying what they're saying.
Yes.
So I made an Instagram post and about bragging about myself that I'm 37 and I'm in shape, blah blah blah. And somebody said, "All right, here's the question: how long will it take?" So my response to that was, "How much do you want?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what's the goal? Do you want to be in the best peak physical condition of your entire life? Are you looking at Instagram models or bodybuilders or athletes who have been doing it pretty much all their lives? So if you're looking at that, then and you're hiring a trainer or starting a strength and conditioning program, So let me give you the reality of things. Like what you're basically doing is, for example, I pick up the guitar for the first time, and I want to, and my goal then becomes I'm looking at Jimi Hendrix and how he's playing, and I'm asking my guitar coach, how long will it take me to get there? This is what most people's approaches, or what most people take as an approach. They're like, all right, so I haven't worked out for the last 10, 20 years or ever in my life. I'm going to start. Where's my goal? And pick out this picture from Instagram that has 1 million likes from this one guy or one girl who's been working out for the last 20 years. And they're like, oh man, now every day they go and work out, and they're going to, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they're just going to see how far away they are from this goal.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna chew up their brain. Like it's gonna destroy them mentally, and they're gonna lose focus, momentum, and actually enthusiasm. Because you have to realistically understand that these physique that you're looking at, they don't take 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Right.
Like and it also depends of how far you are from them.
True.
Right. So let's plug in that picture over here. Bam. Bam. Let me keep this on there so I can find it when I'm editing it.
Okay.
Right here. Bam.
L.
All right. That's a few seconds, right? So she's shredded, amazing shape, but she came in, she had low body fat. She was doing at home workouts and running and this and that. So she was a fit girl. She could go rock climbing, running, and all that stuff. Generally, maybe do a push-up or two. Maybe I don't remember. And then all we did is we put 2 years of work into adding as much muscle as we possibly can on this person who has no body fat. So in about 2 years, you can look like world-class athlete level, have an athlete level physique, but if you have zero body fat, she was in her early 30s,
Yeah.
and no joint problems, no health problems, and she had been active over the last 10 years. So from there, it's going to take about 2 years. Now, if let's say, take another extreme example, you're obese and you walk in. Now it's going to take. I think, in my opinion, based on how much body fat you have, as long as you can walk around and do your everyday activities, it shouldn't take more than a year and a half, 2 years total to get rid of all the body fat.
Seriously.
Yeah, or a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, this client that I just started, he's had since last Wednesday, so he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workouts.
Okay.
And he went from 340 pounds to 323 pounds. So that's 17 pounds.
Whoa.
In 2 weeks, about a week and a half. And and he just sent it a check-in. So when he started, he was 340. He started last Wednesday. So a week and a half ago. It's Sunday today. And then his last workout, so it's Sunday today, his last workout was this past Wednesday. So he hasn't even worked out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and he's still dropping weight. So realistic approach, if you have no body fat and you're in good shape, hardcore athlete level, cut up, very strong, fit to run, jump, push, pull, repping out your body weight squats, you can do that in about a year and a half. And then 2 years, you can be one of the fittest on the planet. And then by 3-4 years, if you're at a proper training program, I mean, yeah, you can have that world-class physique, that thing that you saw on Instagram.
Wow.
So the way Tito explained it was the best was, it's like a graduation program. It's like college. It's there's freshman year. You're learning. You're figuring it out. You're seeing how your body changes. You're understanding the movement pattern. And after sophomore year, after 2 years, you're in a good spot. You've changed mentally, physically. People can look at you and say that your workout. You're in the best shape you've ever been. And at that third and fourth year mark, well, you're basically where I am. I mean, I've only been on this program for about, it's the end of my second year.
Really?
Because I only started doing this like a year and a half ago when I created it. So yeah, so just so I don't go on the rant, I'll get back to you and see your opinion on this. But yeah, realistic approach when you're thinking about how long will it take, I think that's just a question that you shouldn't even ask, because when you say how long will it take, how long will what take? That's the question. How long will it take? That image you have in mind, it might be unachievable and way too far ahead, and yeah, now you're giving yourself 6 months, a year, 2 years to get there, and it's not a realistic approach. Like, seriously, these guys are world class athletes. Like, if you're gonna go and drive a car, you're not gonna ask how long will it take you to become a NASCAR driver or be a Formula One driver. If you start swimming for the first time, you're not gonna ask how long will it take me to become Michael Phelps. So, like,
Right.
you're just starting from scratch. These physiques, just because everybody can go in the gym, they think they can just get all the way up there. And you can, yes, you can, but that's not the approach you want to take.
Right.
So how when you say how long will it take to get there, you're already putting a limitation, which means, like, when you get there, are you going to stop?
Right.
So, and aren't you going to maintain it? I mean, let's say you have a physique and you get there and you can get bigger or you can get leaner, you can look better, you can feel better. Are you just not going to go for it? Maybe that goal that you have is actually way below what your potential is.
Maybe.
Right? So the approach you should take is, I'm going to make improvements into my life, whatever I can. All right, the results you're gonna have to find out, because you're operating on information that you haven't tested out. You're just taking my word for it, something you saw online, or you've paid some other trainer for it, but you don't know as an absolute truth, unless it's what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is absolute truth. I've tried it on everybody. My shit works. All right, let's say you're trying my shit. You still don't know how well it works on you. It will work, but based on your genetics and all that stuff, it's going to be different. Your age, your gender, all that stuff, your hormone level. So you have no idea what those incremental changes are going to be. But one thing you know for sure, that you're not going to stop. So it doesn't matter actually how long it will take. What matters is you will eventually get there. Why? Because you are not going to stop. Back to you, Janet. But so I'll ask something a little bit specific. So coming into this program, into my program, did you kind of have that approach coming into it, that I need results now, and would really wonder about how long will it take me, and comparing yourself to this image that you wanted to achieve really, really bad, and kind of getting disheartened as to when you realize that it's going to take longer than you think? Like, can you kind of sort of understanding my question?
I am. I feel like when I started my whole journey, that I just knew it was going to take a long time, and I had not really any expectations, because I've never seen my body any different than how it always was when I was overweight. So it's a different situation for me, that I'm going into it just like not even knowing what to expect. So I don't have any idea at all of like how long this could take. So for me, I did have a goal when I started, and mainly it was like, I just want to be stronger. So every day at the gym is like, am I getting stronger? Am I getting stronger? And that's not something that I want to stop. So
that's actually a really good point that you're making, and I actually wrote that in my book too. So you still want a gauge of progress, right?
yes.
You still want to know that things are working. Are you going in a positive direction? So I always go look at the key factors. Your hormone levels, your testosterone, your estrogen. Your testosterone should be going up. Your estrogen should go down or normalize. Your metabolism should be faster. Your muscles should go up. Muscle mass should go up, or if anything, be maintained while the body fat goes down. Your cardiovascular endurance should increase. Your bone density should go up. I mean, in your face, you should look younger if you're working out properly. Over the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you shouldn't look like you're aging a lot. If anything, you should go backwards or stay exactly the same. So those markers is what I look at to gauge whether you're seeing progress. Is your metabolism higher? Which means that are you able to eat the same amount of food, if not more, and not gain as much body fat as you used to, you know? So, but that's too much to keep track of. And then went over how the weighing scale is like the worst gauge
Yeah.
of whether you're getting fitter and healthier or not. Because most of the time when the people just focus on weight loss, they're just losing muscle and getting unhealthier
Yes.
and becoming a weaker, softer, older version of themselves. So I know there's a confusion as to what should we track, and which is exactly what you're focusing on is strength. As long as you're lifting more weights. Now that doesn't mean you go lift as much as you possibly can. It's just whatever intensity you can handle with perfect form, whatever weights you are working out with, are those gradually increasing. Whatever workout you're doing and whatever you're using for resistance, whether it's a barbell or a dumbbell or a cable, is that number going up? Now, if that's going up, all those things are taking care of themselves. You cannot lift more weights unless your metabolism is a little bit faster. If your cardiovascular endurance isn't going up, if your bone density isn't going up, because in order for your body to withstand more weight, your bone has to become denser. So, for example, if you have your wrist, and if you like my forearm and your forearm, if I put 300 pounds on my forearm will be fine. We put 300 pounds like this on your forearm, this would break. But because you've only benched 100, but as that 100 pounds goes up and up and up, in order to withstand that, the size of the bone doesn't increase, but it becomes denser and denser and denser, just like metal is more dense than plastic.
Okay.
So long term, that's going to be better for you as you get older. You're not going to need knee, hip replacements and all that stuff, you know. So as long as you're getting stronger, all those markers are going up. And that's a more of a healthier approach too, rather than looking at an image of a person. Because the thing is, the image that you're looking for, if you only look at your physical attribute, I mean, you've seen someone, one of your friends, or a celebrity that you like, or whatever Instagram, the algorithm is sending you, what type of physiques Instagram is sending you. You just have that image, and you keep forcing yourself to pushing yourself towards that image, and all of a sudden that image might change, and now you're completely screwed, and now you have to change up your training program. Just focus on becoming healthier.
Yeah.
Less body fat, more muscle, and more strength, right? So just keep getting stronger, and that shit will take care of itself.
Yeah. Also, the things on Instagram, social media, like it probably took them 300 shots to get that perfect shot. And then you're sitting there, you know, obsessing over looking just like that physique, but you don't even know what that physique looks like in 3D, like in real life. Like what happens when they bend over? What happens when they're not flexing all of their muscles and they don't have the right contrast on the picture? Like, you know, they probably look a little different. So it's not even healthy to go for that.
Yeah. And I'm not talking, and we're not talking smack about those people. Those are edited pictures, but that's what they're supposed to look like. That's the whole film industry, the fashion industry. I mean, if you watch Hollywood, like your actors have makeup when they're doing movies. That's how it's supposed to do. They're selling a product. They're selling something. They're trying to get a wow factor. These guys are in really, really good shape. Really good shape. And then they make a little bit of edits to make the thing just pop. Just imagine just an extended bumper on the car. and that's fine. It's like, so I have some like edited pictures on Instagram that look completely different. Now, I didn't doctor them to get my chest a little bit bigger or my abs a little bit tighter or my quads. All I did was I just was just a little bit dehydrated because I cut out my carbs the day before, and when I worked out, I wasn't doing my own program. I was just doing sets on sets on sets to put a lot of blood into my chest and my back, and that kind of gives you a pump, and your muscles kind of push out of your skin, and you look leaner. And then Kevin had my roommate had a couple of lights and all that stuff, used some filters, and I look way harder and denser than I actually am. But that doesn't mean I'm lying. I mean, that is my physique.
Right.
But you're not going to take your shirt off and walk out in front of the people looking like that.
Exactly.
That's
what I was getting at.
If you had come in there and looked at me straight, I would look shredded, look amazing, even with the pump, but not as cut as I look in that picture.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
it's kind of like the same thing of just like, oh, I need to get to this specific number of weight. Like, oh, I need to look like this specific picture. Like, that's not a thing. Like, focus on your gains. Are you getting stronger? You know, are you able to do more than when you started? And I was talking to you about this earlier today too, is like, remember back where you started. Because sometimes like I get in my head, like now I've been doing this for over a year, and you know, I'm always thinking, am I getting stronger? Am I getting stronger? Am I getting stronger? Trying to push to the next level. But I forget like where the hell I started was complete crap. And I've come a long way. So yeah, celebrate that as well.
Yeah. And
your progress.
Yeah, and a lot of people like they kind of forget to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You just blow past your goals, and we were having a chat about that because like if you about 10 years ago,
mm-hmm.
if you would have seen yourself right now,
never would have thought.
Yeah, you would blown your own mind.
I would have blown my own mind.
Yeah, you know. So and now you have, and you're like meh. You're thinking about like, you know, oh my God, I gotta get rid of this.
Yeah.
And same here, dude. Like, if you would have shown me a picture of me and what I look like, physique-wise, as a kid, first I would have been like, fuck, I knew I was gonna lose my hair. Oh man. And then, dude, like I would have been like I wouldn't have believed it. My life would be fucking complete. But right now, I'm trying to get leaner and harder. But so. To understand, so from my experience, I know this. The best approach is to understand that you're not going to stop.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, that physique that you have in mind, you can get there. You will get there. You just don't know how long it's going to take. Probably about, if you're leanish, it's going to take a couple of years. If you have a lot of body fat, about 3-4 years. And if you're an idiot and it takes you a long time to understand form, it might take you longer. Like it took me a long time because I had to teach myself. I couldn't afford a trainer and I was cheap and I wouldn't hire a trainer. So it took me 20 years. But this physique that I said that I would be stoked to get, right? Like this physique that I was talking about, where if you showed this to my younger self when I was 10, 11 years old wanting to get jacked, I would be like I have surpassed the physiques that I was shooting for.
Wow.
Right? But I thought when I started working out, I thought I would look like this in 2 years.
Really?
Yes. I think like about 3, 4, 5 years, I'll look like this. And now it's been 20. But I did not stop. Like this is the physique I was looking for, but it wasn't an obsession. It didn't control my life, you know. I came to the US when I started working out. I was in Pakistan. I still graduated high school, came to the US, got my degree, moved to California from Indiana, waited tables, started a business, almost lost the business. And then actually helped start a CrossFit gym. Then wasn't getting paid enough. Went back to waiting tables, and then opened this thing. And now doing the podcast and stuff. But like the thing is, I was still making incremental improvements in my physique in order to reach that goal.
Yeah. And
So-
you are modifying your program to make it better too, which is something that the people who see you are not going to have to like waste time doing.
Yes, I've literally put in 20 years of trial and error to give you this thing and when I'm telling you it's going to take you about 2 to 4 years, it took me 20 to create this program that's going to give you guys results in 2 to 4 years.
Right.
Like 100%. That I will guarantee, because we've seen this over and over again throughout my clients. Like my 16-year-old, Jesus Christ. Wait, another one. This guy's 16. He started when he was 13 years old, 3 years. This one, right here, 16 years old.
So, to be clear, nobody is going to come in and get dramatic, crazy results in 6 months. So all the people who come in and they're starting to get like...
Wait. I gotta interrupt you on that.
Okay.
On this program, you will get dramatic, crazy results in 6 months. This program will give you more results in 6 months than any other program will give you in probably, I could say, close to 6 years. Like, this thing works faster than anything on the planet. It's not going to give you the 100% dialed in athlete level physique in 6 months. But this is also the only program I've tried that will give you that in 4 years. The results that I'm talking about in 4 years, I've seen people sometimes you can't even get there. Like, if you're on a trash training program, you could do it for 20 years. And I will guarantee you, dude, within my 2-year clients are smoking. They're in better shape. My clients who've been with me for 2 to 4 years are smoking any trainer in the same category. When I say category, female, age bracket, they're smoking the trainers that are in my gym.
Wow.
So, yeah, within 3 to 4 years, you will smoke anybody who's been working out for decades. So you're not going to get that world-class physique in 6 months, but you will see the fastest progress. You will turn your physique, your life, your bank account, your happiness, your personality, your sex life upside down in 6 months flat. Please continue.
That is true. Yes.
So-
No, I don't know what to continue about. That was basically my thought. It was just to put it out there that there are a lot of, people who think they can just start this and it's going to happen overnight. Not overnight, but even just in a few months. And it's like, you're going to see results, you're going to see shifts, but you're not going to be like, okay, well, I did my work and now I'm done.
And the thing is, like, if that's what you're going to do, don't even start. Like this, like, I like this. I like my clients, and besides this, you need this. Your brain will get sloppy. Your brain and your body is one thing. If your brain gets sloppy, your body will follow. If your body gets sloppy, eventually your brain will follow. You're like, well, what about these guys who are fat and have a lot of money? Dude, look, if you want to be fat and all you want is a lot of money and be fat, then do it. If you're one of those people, you're happy, that's fine. But most people, if they see themselves in the future living their best life, what does their best life look like? All right, some people, it could be married, kids, a lot of money, fast car, big house, jewelry, Gucci bags, whatever. But do you imagine yourself fat and out of shape? Nobody, like, in that future,
Right.
Nobody imagines themselves fat,
Right.
bald.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't imagine myself, like, when I wanted that life in the US where I was respected, had money to do shit, have a nice car, pretty girl, I didn't imagine myself bald. It just happened. But I definitely didn't. I can't do anything about it. But what I can do something about is being jacked, and I'm Jack City. But sorry, I went on a rant.
That's
but
okay.
but yeah, you don't, like, you want this for other reasons too. You want to go there, it's fun. It's a goal. It's something that's going to keep things exciting. Things are going to happen in your life when nothing's going to be fun. You will have a breakup or something bad happens, like someone passes away. You're stressed out at work, financial issues. At least you have this one goal that is awesome every single day.
Yeah, at least that stays consistent, you know.
Yeah, but seriously, if you don't enjoy it, like the biggest thing that you have to, I tell people is you gotta be having fun.
Yeah.
If you're absolutely miserable, people say like, I hate going to the gym, I hate meal prepping and all that stuff, but I know it's good for me. If you hate all of it, it's probably not good for you.
Yeah, or you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're probably more stressed out than anything.
Yeah.
Like my clients are not starving. Like nobody ever says, "Oh my God, I'm craving this. Oh my God, I'm hungry." I have to push people away from the gym. Nobody ever says, "Oh God, I didn't really feel like coming in today."
Yeah.
No one has ever said that.
Right.
They might come in and say like, "Oh, I didn't feel like waking up," which means that they really didn't want to get out of bed, but they still came.
Yep.
But yeah, dude. So like that whole approach that oh, when will I get there? Like, dude, you don't plan on stopping. You're gonna keep doing this no matter what because this is actually good for you.
Dude, I just want to maybe say like you will never get there because you're going to get there and then you're going to have another thing that you're going to be like, when am I going to get there? It's like you're always going to be chasing it. If you dedicate yourself and you fall in love with it, like there's no there anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just keep going.
Dude, seriously, like that's the beauty of life. Like for example, in anything, if you're like, oh, when you graduate from college, you're like, oh, I want a job that pays like 100K or something, 120, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's it. You just want to make that for the rest of your life. I mean, you want to improve
you're
upon
gonna
it.
keep going.
Yeah, there's always going to be improvement, and that's the fun part of this.
Yeah.
Is that there's like me? I just wanted to look like Brad Pitt from Fight Club. And now I'm twice his size, and I still want to keep changing.
Yeah.
And just so you know, yes, you can't see from here. That shit's. I am twice the size of Brad Pitt from Fight Club. And then they're gonna be like, he's taller. Yeah, he's taller, and he's more handsome, and he has more money, and gets more pussy. But I don't care. I'm way more jacked than Brad Pitt. I don't even want the pussy he's getting. Fuck
Oh my
Angelina
gosh,
Jolie.
Stop. They're not even together anymore.
Fuck both of them. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. They're both actually good people. Angelina Jolie did some stuff in Pakistan. Salute.
Oh.
You're just too skinny. You need a sandwich. Brad Pitt, he's still a G. He's still jacked.
Yeah.
It's my boy. He did Inglourious Bastards.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. He was. One day I'm gonna meet him. He's gonna be all pissed off, like Grandmaster Gaines. You like talked all this shit. I'm like, come on, bro. Anyway.
We'll see.
Yeah, but
we'll try and get that on the podcast.
But
too.
yeah, dude, like both of us, like we blew past our so-called goals, and we're still having fun going there. That's life, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing needs to die out. Your bank account, career, relationships, you know.
Keep it going.
Don't
stop.
So how long will it take? Forget that question, dude. Go in with the approach that I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna make some improvements. So when something is rare, that's how it's harder to get. All right. When something that's that important and that's really important, very valuable, and very rare in society, just assume it's going to be really challenging to get.
Yeah.
Right? There are not a lot of shredded people that you see walking around, which means very few people have that physique, so it's very, very challenging to get. You don't see a bunch of people just going around in Lambos and Ferraris. Why? It's because it's very, very challenging to get. You don't see, well, these days, especially in San Diego, people in long-term happy relationships, married with kids and all that stuff. That's because it's hard to do. It's very, very challenging. You don't see a lot of people who don't have a boss, who run their own show, run their own business. Why? Because it's very stressful, very challenging, and when business goes down, you have nobody to rely on except for yourself. So when you look at a physique, when you think about something that you want to achieve in life, or just right now, specifically physique-wise, Just imagine how many people on the planet look like that. How many people do you know who look like that? And if it's very few and far in between, it's going to take a long time. But the thing is, you want it to be challenging. You want it to take a long time, because once you have put in that time, you have put in that effort, you have said no to those meals, the cheat meals, when you have said no to alcohol, when you have said no to going out for months, years, a decade, only you will have that physique walking around, and everybody around you. I used to do this. Oh, how long will it take? Oh, blah blah blah. This excuse, that excuse, dude. That 1 year is gonna fly by. 2 years is gonna fly by. Those 10 years are gonna go by anyways. Might as well make them count.
Yeah.
10 years later, you will be counting those cheat meals, all those times that you drank and all that stuff. If you would have given those up, and I will guarantee you, every single thing that you're gonna do to get that perfect, amazing physique that you're looking for will improve all the other areas in your life too. Like everything.
Yep.
Just focus on that one superficial goal about getting shredded. You will have to cut out booze. You'll have to cut out shitheads in your life. You will have to sleep better. If you're not going out and doing all that bullshit, you're gonna save some money. All those, just focus on that one superficial goal of getting shredded, and everything will improve. Your relationships, bank account, food will taste better. Your baseball team will start winning. Dude, seriously. You're single, you can't find a pretty
You'll
girl,
win the
you find a pretty
lottery.
girl. All that shit. That's like winning the lottery.
That is
Like you
actually-
get shredded and your bank account goes up and relationship gets better and you make more money and
You're a better person.
everything, dude. Everything. You'll get sexier. Oh yeah, if you're getting shredded, you're getting more sexier too. Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Hopefully we can edit that out.
No, fuck no, dude. I'm gonna put like an explosion
Oh my
in there or
God.
something. Blah. But yeah, dude, that was a good podcast, dude.
Yes.
So yeah, guys,
So don't stop.
don't stop. So look, 4 hours of training a week, lots of red meat, a little bit of fruit here and there, cholesterol solved, diabetes solved, happiness solved,
Strength.
cardiovascular endurance solved. You don't have to have any portion control. I mean, what else do they need, dude?
I don't know. It's pretty easy.
Give me some questions. If you're in San Diego, come train with me.
Yeah.
I'll just help you do all of it. And if not, ask me questions and watch our
Please
podcast.
Write a comment that doesn't say you can suck it.
Yeah. But yeah. And when my book is out, all this shit is going to be there. Buy my book. And yeah, Grandmaster Gains is out.
And please like, rate, review, subscribe, all of the things. Share this with your friends, family, loved ones. And we appreciate you for watching. And see you next week.
All right. This time, you go turn the camera off, please.
Oh, okay.